everyone, how's it going? I'm DK.
I'm Rizzo.
And I'm Zero, and today in Anime Reaction Watch episode 11 of Amaama to Inazuma.
If you want to check out our reaction to the 11th episode of Amaama to Inazuma, or Sweetness and Lightning, hit that link in the description below.
And be sure to give us feedback in the comment section because we love hearing from you.
And as always, if you like what you see, subscribe to Otaku Saga, and don't forget to like and share our videos.
And
thanks for watching.
So on this episode of Sweetness and Lightning.
There's a school play going down. It's Tsurugi's preschool.
Indeed. And her and her friends get into a small fight.
A little tussle over...
Because apparently her friend wants to play...
What was it, Hana-chan?
Yeah, the magic girl from that show they love.
Hana-chan wants to play...
Yoriko, I believe.
Yeah, Yoriko with Tsumugi.
Basically, it's a preschool play where everybody can pick what they want to be, so you can have like 15 of one character, you know? It's not like a real play. I mean, I'm a horrible person.
Yes, you are.
But judging
Tsumugi, of course, if they're doing a play that's based off of that Magical Girl show, she wants to play her favorite character, which is Mr. Gully.
the sheep pig. My bear pig.
The sheep pig. What was that one character from the Harlem Globetrotters cartoon?
Oh yeah, with the afro, he pulls the locker out.
Yeah, he pulls all the crap out of his afro.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a sheep pig mixed with that guy.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so they get into a small fight because Hana wants to play the main character with Tsumugi, and Tsumugi doesn't.
I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't really understand that either, but
Why are you doing
I was always more of a
something like
laid-back kid anyway, so...
It's like, yeah, whatever.
Well, it's one of those weird things that, like, this is actually something that happens a lot.
Yeah.
It happens a lot, but I don't have the experience of... I don't have the experience of being on Hana's side of it, so I don't understand the reasoning, but they're also preschoolers.
That's it. They're kids. They're just kids being kids.
I also just want to throw this out there. This is not something that happens just with kids.
No, that's very true.
This specific problem where one person wants to do something with another person, but that other person
Wants to do something else.
wants to do something with this person that's not the exact same thing.
Yeah.
First person gets really, really salty and takes off very, very angry.
Perhaps it's just people with juvenile minds. Who knows? Anyway, at the same time, we see Katori sitting in class eating lunch, being cute.
Oh, being adorable.
She's good at that.
Especially when food's involved.
But this time we actually see her classmates paying attention to her.
So, red flag
Probably
number one.
because she's making her lunch look like the most delicious fucking thing on the planet.
I thought she was the most delicious fucking thing on the planet.
She is.
Bro.
I mean, shit, say something funny.
Bye.
Otaku Saga.
Anyway.
Funniest thing on the internet.
Anyway, so I think it fast forwards just a little bit to during their homeroom at the end of the day.
And they're getting ready for a cultural festival.
Yeah, and they're getting ready for a cultural festival, and I assume it's the class rep comes in and says, "Holy crap, this class, this other class is doing a crepe stand too," and yeah. So they need to come up with something that makes theirs stand out. There's already a class doing a maid crepe stand.
There's already one doing a cosplay crepe stand.
I like what the one guy said.
Swimsuits.
Just put them in swimsuits. Yeah!
I actually kind of like the realistic response to that. Like hell.
Like hell, you boys can do it, yeah. That's actually one of the things.
Honestly, you see it in a lot in anime doing like the maid cafes or whatever, but it's like, how often would that actually happen? Like seriously.
I'm actually curious.
Yeah, no, I am actually curious. That it seems to me like that's more of like wish fulfillment by people.
I'm sort of think so too. Yeah, I mean, something probably closer to like, say, the stuffed animal cafe in Inazuma would be a little more.
Yeah, that one actually seemed realistic, like a realistic something that could happen.
So, Japanese viewers, if you wouldn't mind filling us in on that, is the Maid Cafe like? Does it actually happen in Japanese high schools?
Yeah, in Japanese high schools, like, is that a common thing that happens?
Yeah, is it common enough for it to be a cliche in anime?
Yeah, it just seems to me to be more wish fulfillment than anything.
Until proven otherwise, I agree with you on that.
Because most women that I know wouldn't like.
I was just about to say, could we talk for a second about the Maid Cafe over at Fanimacon?
Oh yeah.
Because that.
Oh shoot! I should totally get pictures for this.
There was a Maid Cafe.
I have pictures. So every year at Fanimacon they run a Maid Cafe, and if you ever want to get in the door, you need to show up like at least 4 hours before they close.
Bring it, son.
Dayton, who was on our show a couple of times while he was here for Fanimacon, Dayton and I I wouldn't say wasted. I felt that the experience was quite good. But we spent almost all day. We spent at least 4 hours waiting in the line to get into the Maid Cafe. And we barely got in before they closed. But man, that was really good. Like those girls put on a really, really good show for that. You go in there, the menu items are but it's kind of what you'd expect from that.
It's not really what it's about. It's about the experience. The food, I'm sure.
And then you get a maid assigned to you, and she'll play games and stuff. So it was really fun. Is definitely something that you should check out if you go to Fanimacon.
Or any other convention that holds
they're really awesome. I might put up some pictures that I have.
But something that is on the other side of that, from somebody who didn't show up and heard a lot of stuff from other convention goers, because the Maid Cafe was, I think they had a bunch of volunteers, cosplayers to come in, stuff like that. They were very low on staff.
Oh yeah.
Very low on staff.
Well, that's part of the reason why the line took so long. Not only was it ridiculously long, but also the fact that the I guess ballroom that they had was rather small, and their staff was also rather small.
And they took as many volunteers as they could, but no one wants to volunteer for something that sounds
frankly embarrassing.
Yeah.
Like it probably has to be a particular type of girl.
I had, I walked around and you could hear ramblings anytime that they came on the intercom about, hey, we need volunteers for a Maid Cafe. I heard like everybody just erupt. Why in the world would I do that? That sounds so embarrassing. That sounds so bad. That would like ruin my experience.
I bet if they tried it, they'd have fun with it.
I bet that they would.
Fun.
I bet that they would. But hearing that and then seeing this in high school,
I have a feeling that more often than not, the girls would veto anything like that. So that's why I kind of believe it's more wish fulfillment than anything in anime. Anyway, so the entire class basically gathers around Katori.
Which I can only imagine is very embarrassing.
Oh, very.
Oh, she's totally mortified.
Yeah, absolutely mortified. And basically they're like, oh, your mom's a celebrity chef. So
and her fate was sealed.
Yeah, and Katori's like, well, I don't really cook that much myself. And they're like, yeah, but you eat, don't you?
Ow.
Rude. But basically she agrees to choose ingredients for a specialty crepe.
And there's our meal of the week.
And there's our meal of the week. Also, the fact that since Kohei is the homeroom teacher, so he was sitting there the entire class meeting, now he's like, man, it's been a long time since I had a crepe.
Wait a minute. Tsumugi has
Get those wheels a turning.
never had a crepe. I should fix that.
Yeah. So naturally, the kind of in between the cooking and that portion, there's a bit with Tsumugi being all moody because
Of her
Hana's
little
being a
scuffle.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. There's no
my
call for
rare
happy
turnaround. I tried to be subtle about it, and then you just bring it full force.
Could I just mention phrasing? Phrasing.
Yeah, that
Daddy always talks about food. Daddy never talks about girls.
Yeah.
Honestly, kid, if I was your dad, I'd never talk about girls around you ever. Ever. I would never talk about any sort of girls.
When she said it just to him, it's like, oh, okay, that's weird.
That is weird.
When she said it in the restaurant with Katori there, and Katori's friend there, and Yagi there, it was like, oh, that's fucking embarrassing. This is why I'm never having kids. Because I don't enjoy being embarrassed on a daily basis.
Right?
But then they reach puberty and you get to embarrass them.
Oh, yeah.
Payback's a bitch.
Anyway, so Kohei goes to try to help out Tsumugi and basically tells Tsumugi's teacher that Tsumugi wants to play as Mr. Gully Gully. But Hana's still acting
Moody, salty, whatever.
But Tsumugi doesn't really complain about it again. She kind of like puts it on the back burner. And then so they go over to Katori's house, and Yagi and Katori's friend, whose name I remembered last week but not this week, is there. They don't say her name that often, so I really can't remember.
Twin Tails.
I only remember Yagi's name because they said it like 4 times when he was introduced.
Yeah.
But yeah, while they were there, they make crepes.
Yep.
Awesome.
There you go.
They show how they made the batter. Actually, when they were making the batter, one thing I want to point out was, they're like slowly sifting the flour.
And
Yagi gets pissed off and he's like, this is how you do it. And then
the death glare from
Katori's friend.
Yeah. Woo-wee.
It looks good.
Don't do it for them.
Yeah. Bitch, don't interrupt.
Okay.
Read the mood.
Now you try.
That was hilarious. But yeah, that could have been handled differently. I think he should have been like, oh, to do it faster, you should sift it with your hand.
No, I would totally do the exact same thing he did.
I know that you would.
You got to get a
normal
gauge
people.
for how much force to apply. Let's see.
I'm pretty sure that is normal people.
No, I would definitely be like, hey, to do it faster, you should probably just run your hand through it. At least I think I would. Maybe. Kind of. Probably not. But, so, yeah, it shows how to make the flour. It shows how they made the, sweet potato filling. Which basically they cut up the sweet potatoes, they soak them, microwave them to cook them, and then they mash them and mash in sugar as well.
Sugar and milk, I think.
Yeah, sugar and milk. So it's a very, very sweet filling. It actually sounds delicious.
It sounds really delicious.
I typically hate sweet potatoes, but when they're actually sweetened like that, like you mentioned, the one with it's like a sweetened soy sauce glaze or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. I
it's
forgot the name for the life of me, but it is so damn tasty, especially when topped with
Oh
like
man,
sesame
my
seeds.
stomach just growled too.
But yeah, so we finished that. Everybody loves it. We get this.
It's a hit at the cultural festival.
We get this fantastic Samugi face, which I think is like the first time you really get this really creepy, but at the same time really aesthetic.
The animation reminds me of the Cats and Sancho, so that's why I call it the foodgasm budget.
Right.
To bring back that term.
And then right after that,
It's her first Kotori-like face.
yeah.
She's taking after her new mom already.
But right after that, Kohei brings out all the material that he's going to use to make Samugi's Mr. Gali Gali suit. And
Then she's toad stoked.
And then he does actually make it, and it actually looks fucking adorable.
Oh my goodness.
which is contrary to any sort of.
Yeah, cosplayers with kids. Yeah, here's your new trending cosplay for the season. You're welcome.
Yeah, pretty much.
It ends up being a huge hit when
it ends up being such a huge hit that two of her classmates also decide to cosplay as Mr. Golly Golly.
She's fly as hell in that outfit. That's awesome.
Yeah. I also like that they actually put like a pocket in there for
the wands.
Yeah, for the witch to reach in. It was cool.
Honestly, I
Which
think,
also, if you're cosplaying with your daughter, then you could have her carry some of this stuff. I mean, don't use your children as pack mules. That's bad.
No, not pack meals. No, service animals.
Oh, we're horrible people.
extremely. And I just want to throw this out there before we end. That would drive me. I'd be more jealous of somebody copying my idea,
Right.
than somebody not agreeing to do the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I was actually kind of surprised that they didn't bring that up as a bit of drama. But all in all, another excellent episode.
And
Episode.
Katori in a witch costume.
I highly approve.
Oh yeah, that was so excellent. Especially when her and her classmate are walking and she's holding the sign and she has like the two little pinpricks of eyes.
What am I doing here?
Scared. So adorable. I know. Anyway, so let us know what you thought of the anime, what you thought of our reaction in the comment section below.
Yep, thumbs up if you like it, thumbs down if you don't.
But that's going to do it for this episode of Anime Reaction. As always, I'm DK.
I'm Zero.
And I'm Rizzo. See you next time.